So this is a review starting character by character for Ugly Betty characters. I did a review for the TV series itself, and I do love it. If you watched it today, I know it would be hella problematic, but I do love the show. I'm going to start off with Betty herself. I loved Betty. There were times when I was voting for her for everything. Like, yes, Betty, get it, Betty, yes. But I also, like I said in my review, is I do feel bad for Mark because when it came to the fashion industry, he knew it, he wanted it, he fought for it. Betty came in with no sense of style and got everything, I don't want to say better than him, but kind of better than him. And before you say, oh, well, the editor's position was good for both of them, not really. Yes, she was a great writer, or a good writer. They don't really show a lot of her writing, but he fought for it harder. He had it, he was there in it longer, in my opinion. And you could say, well, seniority doesn't give you grace, but I don't know. In this case, it should have. But I loved Betty. I, however, did not like certain things with Betty. I did not like her relationship with Walter at all, because Walter was fucking trash, and you can't tell me he wasn't. He was fucking trash. I feel like her and Henry were really good in the beginning. They were so sweet together, and then he did his stupid shit and got somebody else pregnant, you dumb fuck. But then he kept pulling her back in like she was a fish on a hook, and she kept falling for it, and I'm like, Betty, be strong, Betty. Her and Gio, I know there's a lot of mixed messages with Gio. Do I think they would have been cute together? Yes, but do I think they should have been together? No. I think they could have lived happily ever after, but I think that they were never at the right place and time that each other were at. Like, he was either at level 2 and she was at level 1, or she was at level 5 and he, like, didn't, you know what I mean? Like, they just wouldn't have meshed. One of them was always at a different spot in time. Does that make sense? Then her next serious boyfriend was Matt. And I liked her with Matt. I did. But I didn't also, he felt too immature for her. I don't think she had another serious boyfriend after that. I could be wrong, but I don't think she had another serious boyfriend. And if she did, he wasn't that important for me to not be able to remember him. But then there was this one scene where she dates a playwright, and she tries to keep it a secret so Daniel doesn't know that she did his review, did the thing, because she's interested in this guy. But in actuality, he was keeping her a secret, and that fucking broke my heart. That fucking broke my heart, because I was in kind of the same situation, and it broke my fucking heart. I was not ready to rewatch that at all. I think the way they slowly changed Betty was really good. I think you started to see a major change in her after season 2, when the bangs started growing, when she moved out, when the glasses changed from big and bulky to small. I, however, hate that she kept the braces on for 4 years. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't think you're actually supposed to have braces for that long. And for 2, it didn't fit the plot line. Like, they've mentioned her braces a handful of times, and it was only when they actually mentioned it towards the end, it was like, okay, cool. I don't know, it just didn't work for me for that. But I fucking loved it. I fucking loved the show. I think for the most part, Betty was so sweet and so selfless. Her relationship with Christina was great. Even trying to be there for her sister whenever she could was great, even though her sister got on my fucking nerves to high hell. Like, I wanted to beat that bitch's face. So what are your thoughts on Betty Suarez from Ugly Betty? Please comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think.